Back at the cabin again this week with a few new upgrades. There was some good deals on a few things, so I'll show you guys what I bought. They're pretty much a big game changer. Stores, obviously, it's the end of the season now. Winter's almost over. Spring is coming in really quick. So there was a whole lot of deals in stores. So for deal number one, and by the way, I'm start off by saying that I'm not sure I'll use this. I don't know how really I'll hook it up. It's very simple to use. I have everything needed so far, but I'll wait until spring, I think, just to hook everything up. But if I come get it here, so I have this right here. I hold it up. See, it is a 40-inch, 100-watt solar panel. So yeah, pretty much brand new, still in the box. I didn't really fiddle around with it or anything, just because I didn't want to, really mess anything up. But everything's in the box. It comes with a smart charger, like a 24-meter wire, I think, and the solar panel itself. Like I said, 100 watts, so it's a pretty expensive one, but there's a really good deal on it. So I pretty much got like $400 or $500 off if you count tax, which is really, really good. So I'm excited to have this, but I don't know like what really I'll use them for. This is like I said, 100 watts, so it's actually pretty powerful. It could run, a lot of batteries and a whole lot of appliances and stuff on here. Obviously, I have absolutely nothing that requires electricity here, but I would like, for one, to have a little strip of lights around here that I already ordered, just to see what it would look like. And they would be like the Edison lights, so the very like primitive looking lights, not very bright or anything. But it would just really help me save up on lamp fuel, lamp gas, and also the compressed gas that I use in my other lantern. Also, video conditions would be really improved. So yeah, this is big purchase number one. Really good deal on this one, and I'll show you guys what else I bought that's outside. So big purchase number two. Here you can see is a massive, you might not see it, but an absolutely massive sleigh. It is an Auto Pro Magnum. Yeah, you guys could see that on the side there. But it is the Magnum model, and it is the second largest sleigh that they do. It's 84 inches long, 38 inches wide, I believe, and 15 inches tall. I think the sleigh, the little jet sled that I had before, was around, I think, like 4 or 5 feet long. And I think it was like 20 inches wide. A very, very small sleigh. Very lightweight. This is sturdier, and I could pretty much fit everything I want in one trip in here, which is why I got it. And also a very good price on here. I saved a few $100 on this thing. I think retail price is right at around $300, and I got the hitch with it for my skidoo and everything. But as for perspective here, I have a little bag of wood. But if I move this, you could pretty much fit like 2 or 3 people in here. So it's absolutely just a monster of a sleigh. So yeah, probably 2-3 people squished in here. I think the load rating is $500 or $500 pounds. 500 or 700, I'm not sure. And the large model, which is the biggest model they make, was way too big. I think it was like 96 inches long and 42 inches wide, I believe. So way too big. It wouldn't have fit in my trail, which was a pretty big concern of mine. I didn't want to like cut down more trees or anything just to make the sled fit. But I'll give you another shot of what it looks like, so you guys could see just how massive this thing is. I also bought the hitch with it. That's sold separately. And I would also like to buy the Hyfax kit, which is another, I think, $100. But it's for runners underneath, because now it uses up pretty quickly. Snow is pretty much like razor blades, so it just really shreds right through the plastic. So I want some Teflon runners underneath. So I'll get that. Hopefully there's going to be like a special on there, or I could find some at a good price. But yeah, I tried to get the snowmobile, the little skidoo, my little Tundra, in the picture, because even if I have like the sleigh in the back, and let's say the skidoo breaks down and there's somebody else with me, I could put the entire Skidoo in the sleigh. That's pretty much how big, humongous this thing is. Yeah, really a good purchase. You know, for the price also. And everything fits in there. Pretty much, I just did one trip to the cabin. I didn't film it, but yeah, everything just fits in there, no problem. So when I went to the outdoor store, I was with my girlfriend, and she thought it would have been a good idea to buy some of these. So these are pretty much just add water meals. I have an apple crisp, which hopefully is going to be a dessert, and ranchero soup. I'll give you guys a close-up of that, but it's from Happy Yak Express. This was $7 for the soup and $6.50 for the apple crisp. Yeah, this one, the soup is 500 milliliters of water, and you leave it in the bag for 15 to 18 minutes. And the apple crisp is 1 minute with 90 millimeters of water. So I'll give it a shot. Don't know when that's going to be, but at least I have them. And I also bought the drill with me, so if I have time, I'll be able to do my shelf on top of the stove here. But I don't know, since it's quite hot in here. It's about 35, 36 degrees Celsius, and outside spring's coming, so probably about -5. Thermometer says there it's about -5. So not too bad, but it's just because it's really windy, so it's actually pretty nippy outside. Yeah, try to get a little bit of work done and relax. I need to find a spot to put this thing for now. I was thinking behind the bed here, or even right here, where my little window is and such. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but I'll try it. Also, regarding, people are always asking me about mice. The mice now, I haven't had any for 2-3 months. I guess because it was really, really cold and they were sleeping or something. But now I see there's more poop. I started chewing up the zombie duck again. So they've awoken. So before I leave this week, I will leave a pail with some windshield washer or Prestone or something in there, engine coolant, to get them. So I'll pretty much make a trap, and I'll see how it goes next time I come here. I'll try to eliminate the problem. Okay, that works. It fits nicely. Yeah, right in that shelf there again. They pooped on it, and yeah, so trouble starting. They're starting to make their way, I guess, through my walls, or making a nest, or I don't know what they're doing, but it's pretty annoying. So I'll try to get as many as I can. Put peanut butter in a bucket or something and try to trap them in there. So I think I mentioned in a previous video, maybe one of the ones in the previous weeks, I think, not too long ago, that I would have liked to drill a hole in here in my mirror on the other side and hang it somewhere. I don't have glue or anything, but I did bring my drill this time, so I'll try to drill this and screw it in to the wood itself. Hopefully the wood's going to shrink around it. I doubt it, but let's give it a shot. That should be good. Screwing in, but I don't know how solid it's gonna be. I only had one drill bit here, and it's the one that fits. So it's actually a pretty tight fit. There. Shouldn't be too bad. Now I'll be able to hang this off the wall. On my way here, I noticed that the bird feeder fell off. Primarily because I only put 2 screws for it, but yeah. The screws that I used weren't long enough. I think there was like 1.5 inches, and just not strong enough. So I'd have to screw it back in. Alright, so I got a Old Faithful there going, along with the oil lantern, just to show you guys. So I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to dump all of this stuff. This is like the crisp I'm supposed to put on top, I think. And then in here, feels like Play-Doh. It's kind of just like apples. I don't know if you guys are focusing on there, but it's pretty much just big apple chunks, which I guess is going to be some type of applesauce. So let's give it a shot, and I'll tell you guys how it tastes. I don't know how much. I know it says 90 milliliters, but I have no idea how to calculate that. So I guess I'll put a little bit more. This water is absolutely piping hot. The bag is boiling. So I guess I should like move it around. It's my first time ever doing one of these things. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh. I think I put a little bit too much water, but I'll have an apple soup, if anything. So it's been sitting for those 2-3 minutes. I can feel that it's pretty liquidy. The bag is very, very warm. Guess I put too much water in here. No idea what I was doing. Let's have a quick taste. It smells pretty much exactly like apples. Oh, that's hot. Because it is pretty much exactly apples. So it's pretty much just like pure apple puree in here. So yeah, it is very liquidy, probably like 25, 50 millimeters or milliliters too much. Once it starts cooling off, you know, it's burning my hands how hot it is. See how, zooming in here, how chunky this is. You guys can't really see, but it's pretty chunky, which is good. I like it. I feel that this is pretty sweet. If I'd throw this out in the front in spring, 100% a bear would come get it, just because it smells so sweet. Especially with the kind of trail mix thing they add in there. It makes, I think there's probably some brown sugar. I didn't really read the ingredients, but it's good. I've had this problem, well, it's not really a problem there, but this annoying rattle here. I have to somehow take this nut off here and put a bigger washer. I just don't know if I have one, but I'll see what I could do. Just got it on there a bit. So that does it for another quick trip at the cabin. Thanks for watching. A lot of people asked me, pretty much what I'm going to film, what's the next one going to be about. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you guys. I pretty much show up here. I try to have the best time as possible. I like being here. It's my little cabin that I built. And I film pretty much whatever happens. Sometimes I might just cut firewood, long boring video maybe. This other time I might just, I want to build just a little woodshed up in the back. So that's going to be a bit more exciting. I pretty much film whatever happens. So yeah, I set the camera down. I'll edit it down pretty much just to make the video a little bit shorter because some clips are pretty long. But I just set the camera down, try to take different angles as much as possible. It's a bit more time consuming, but I think the end result is just a little bit better. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you liked the video. And don't forget to share.